You're like, where is everybody? Well, so far it's just me and Ulysses, the overly plump but very loving unicorn. So it turns out that my sister, who is in the Chelsea, Michigan area, is they're having some technical issues because they're having thunderstorms. No thunderstorms. Yeah, and the reason they're having thunderstorms is because of this thing right here. That's right, folks. This is your current surface weather map from the Weather Channel. So if you live in this part of Michigan, right here, you can see where the arrow is. You've got this fantastic, fairly well-developed low-pressure system up there in Canada, and it's got a fantastic cold front moving out in front of it right here, and you can see all the cool storms popping up as a result of that. And that's just mainly because it's summer, and this is what we do here. So we got all that fantastic moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, which is making it hot and steamy. I don't know what it was like in Michigan yesterday, but in the Wisconsin area yesterday, it was miserable, and we got a bunch of thunderstorms. The good news is in Wisconsin today, it's fantastic. In Michigan today, you're going to get a bunch of thunderstorms, which is going to disrupt your communications if you live in the rural Chelsea area. So we got comments already. It's Susie Nelson. Dude, how are you? So anyway, you get me talking about stuff today. It's Sunday brunch day. And I'm going to turn my brand thing off real quick because it's bugging me in the background. We're going to turn it off for now. Oh yeah, that's nice. So it's just me for today. Our plan today was to talk about Bloody Marys because it's a Sunday brunch and Bloody Mary bars are a thing. And then we're going to talk about the very exciting celestial event that is happening right now, which is you are able to view the Neowise Comet. And we're going to talk a little bit about, if you have not done that, you should, because it's kind of a rare event. We're going to talk to you a little bit about what comets are compared to asteroids or meteors or meteorites or all that sort of stuff. So today's a smart person Sunday. And of course, we're going to talk about Bloody Marys, even though I didn't come up with anything specific. So the hope is that Ann and Duncan can figure out their internet issues, and then she can join me. But in the meantime, if Ulysses has anything to say, then he'll let me know. So again, if you have questions about any of the stuff we're going to talk about today, feel free to jump in. Ann Brothers is trying to connect right now, so we're going to see if that all works out. Let's see if we can add her to the stream. There's her name. There's Ann Brothers. What's up, girl?
Can you hear me?
Kind of. You're going to be a little spotty, but that's okay. You're still a good person. So I do have Ulysses with me in case things blot out, so don't worry. Ulysses has got you covered. Easy, buddy. Just trying to drink my Bloody Mary. No, you're too young, Ulysses, to drink Bloody Marys. It's like you're never too young. All right. Speaking of Bloody Marys, Ann, I have a traditional Bloody Mary today. I have made it from some Bloody Mary mix, which was a little bland, so I had to spice it up again. So I have added some Tito's handmade vodka. I added a couple of dashes of Worcestershire, some horseradish, a couple splashes of Cholula because I prefer it to Tabasco, olives, celery, and the bacon.
Oh.
The beauty of a Bloody Mary is that they're extremely versatile. And when you go to a Bloody Mary bar, like on a Sunday, everybody's like, we've got the Bloody Mary brunch or whatever. You can spend a lot of money on Bloody Mary stuff. And then you can put a shameful amount of food into your Bloody Mary. So tell us about your Bloody. Yours looks interesting.
The Bloody Mary has become the new dipping sauce.
Yeah, I would agree. It has. So, for instance, I'm dipping my celery into my Bloody Mary. Yummy. All right, what you got in yours, Ann Brothers?
I'm dipping cheese balls and pizza pizza Tortino's pizza rolls and a pickle because I like tradition.
Yeah. So for those of you that might be having a little trouble,
mine is made with the cheapest vodka.
So like Gordon's or Ghibli's or something like that? Oh.
I think it was something with a Russian name or something that was like really cheap. And then I just got V8 spicy. So I like that.
Yummy. I'm having some olives. Oh my God. So And you're still kind of spotty in and out. So for those of you that missed what Anne has in her Bloody Mary, cheesy poofs, sandwich with Totino's pizza rolls. And I got to tell you, the Totino's pizza roll thing is freaking genius. I'm telling you, if there was ever a thing from your freezer section that was tailor-made to be in a Bloody Mary, it's a Totino's pizza roll, because you can put together a whole string of them and put them into your Bloody Mary. Yeah. Forward thinking.
Exactly.
Ooh.
And then you're like, should I get cheese? Should I get pepperoni? It's all in there.
Yes, I would agree. And again, you're kind of spotty in and out. So again, if I need to interpret for you, I'm going to do it. Jeannie Caselli is with us. She says, hey, ladies. So far we got Jeannie, we got Susie. Hey, if you're with us, just give us a quick hello so we can say hi back, because that's what you do. That's what I've been teaching my 8th graders, that when somebody says hi, you say hi back. See? Hi. Hi back.
Hi.
See,
I'll just sit here and be pretty today.
That's good. Well, Anne, you're pretty every day. All right, so
look how pretty I am when I eat the pizza roll.
That's right. So my question to you is, how much would you pay for a Bloody Mary that had, now stay with me here, it has all of your traditional things, bacon, celery, olives, limes, pickles, whatever, and you get your Totino's pizza rolls, a Hot Pocket, and a Hostess cupcake, all coming out of that Bloody Mary. Yeah, how much would you pay for that? That's right. You'd pay a lot of money for that. So
$1 million?
Yes. Paul Bird, what do I do? You get a Bloody Mary and you drink it. Eric Black says, hello, ladies. Paul, to be specific, when I say hi, you say hi back. That's all you got to do. Like Eric, super polite. Hello, ladies. Hello, Eric. So, Anne, you and I both witnessed a really awesome celestial event this week. You witnessed it last night. I went looked at it on Thursday night. And what were we looking at? What?
The Neowise Comet.
That's right. The Neowise Comet. And it's very interesting. I learned something about my husband this week. I learned that he had never seen a comet before. And then I thought, dude, well done, Paul Bird, saying hi. And then I thought, I didn't hear that, Ann. Say again. Oh, I've lost Ann.
Hale Pop in the 90s.
He never saw that. He didn't see Hale Pop. He didn't see Hi Guy. Yeah, Hi Guy. Yeah, I can't remember the name. I can never remember that. He didn't see Comet. Well, of course, I didn't see Comet West either. But he didn't see Haley's Comet either, because Haley's Comet was in '86, and then Hale Bop, and then Hi Guy. Yeah, I can never say that. And then, so this is like my 4th comet, I am pleased to say. How could you miss Hale Bop? That thing was gigantic. Literally one of the coolest comets I've ever seen. Angel Webb says hi. Hi back. So yeah, so we're talking about, so that was kind of fun, because I decided to go out Thursday. I was like, oh, I've lost Ann. Ann is, like I said, she's having storm issues with the internet. So you guys just get me and Ulysses, the overly plump, yet very loving unicorn. And I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the Neowise Comet, which is really cool, because this is sort of a rare thing. A comet it can be sort of a one-in-a-lifetime event. I've been fortunate because, like I said, this is my 4th comet that I've been able to see in my lifetime, which is completely awesome. So let's jump in here. And when Ann gets back, I will put her back into the stream, so don't you worry. So, yeah, let's talk Comet Neowise. She's back. There she is. She's back. And we're ready to talk the comet. You went out. Here. Is it? Okay, so Ann's getting thunderstorms. So like I said, it could be one of those things where she pops in and out. But don't worry. I have got a solid internet connection, and our weather today in western Wisconsin is perfect. As always. Not really. I thought I was going to die yesterday. I went out for a short run yesterday, and I thought, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's only 70 degrees. I thought at one point I was just going to lay down on the ground and pray for death, but I made it home. I did it. Then I drank a lot of water, a lot of it. Sorry, I got distracted by something shiny. Okay, so let's talk about comets, Neowise. And for starters, you guys, what a comet is, and I'm going to talk in a couple minutes about the differences between comets, asteroids, meteors, meteorites, because that can be sort of a point of confusion. So a comet, you guys, is essentially frozen leftovers from not just the formation of the solar system, but the formation of the entire universe. It's composed mostly of dust, rock, and ices. And like I said, in a minute, I'm going to kind of differentiate those common celestial things that we're used to seeing. Monica Hislop says, "Happy Sunday, all." And Monica, we are saying happy Sunday right back. And Ulysses says that, and Ann says that. Monica, if you're just joining us, Ann's having some internet issues. Fear not. Okay. All right, some more fun facts about comets. They range in size from a few miles wide to tens of miles wide. Neowise, you guys, is about 3 miles across. So it's a good-sized comet. And it's fairly close. I mean, not like it's going to hit the Earth close, but close enough where its geometry allows us to see it. There are, endless numbers of comets in our galaxy, in our solar system. It's just that we don't often get an opportunity to see them, and I'll talk about why in just a second. So, what's unique about a comet is that they have these very elliptical orbits, meaning that they have these long orbits. Then when they come around the sun, it takes them a while to come back. So that's unique of comets compared to, say, something like an asteroid, and we'll talk about more of that in just a second. So as they get closer to the sun heats them, and all of these volatile materials within the head of the comet start to essentially gas out, and that's what we see as the tail. So those melting ice chunks and the gases within that are released. So the cool thing about a comet is that the tail is technically always pointing away from the sun. So, which is, fun fact. And as far as where they come from, there's 2 main sources of comets for our solar system: the Kuiper Belt, which is essentially a belt around our solar system full of comets, and then even beyond that is something called the Oort cloud. As far as we know, that's the 2 big sources of our comets. So in terms of where they come from, right now we have cataloged, or say NASA has cataloged, close to 3,700 different comets. So that's what's going on as far as more fun facts. All right, I'm not going to read this entire slide to you. Again, if you want to take the time to talk about the difference between meteorites, meteoroids, asteroids, comets, the 2 big distinctions, you guys, we're going to say is asteroid and comet. Asteroids, you guys, they tend to have less elliptical orbits. They are essentially rock. They're big chunks of rock. They can be, tens of miles long. If they get too large, then we classify them as planets or dwarf planets or something like that. Comets, on the other hand, you guys, the big key to comets is that they're icy. And I went ahead and highlighted that. Asteroids are rocky, comets are icy, and that's the big distinction. The other distinction is really how exaggerated the ellipse is on the orbit. And like I said, comets oftentimes have a very exaggerated ellipse. As far as things like meteors, meteoroids, meteorites, that sort of depends. Again, they all start out as meteoroids. If they're moving through space and they're smaller, they're meteoroids. Once they enter Earth's atmosphere and begin to burn up, we call them meteors. And then once they strike the Earth, they become meteorites. So an asteroid can become a meteorite. A comet can technically become a meteorite once it enters the atmosphere, which would be bad. So, that sort of thing. But like I said, I'm not going to take you through like every point on this. Feel free to to look at this and pause it here in the replay if you wanted to do that. If and it's just just for your information, just to make you that much smarter. And in the comet section right here, I list the different parts of a comet as far as its tail, its coma, its head, those sorts of things. Why Neowise is a big deal. It's a big deal because this is a new comet that we've discovered. It was discovered in just this March by something called the Neowise survey. The Neowise survey is an infrared telescope. It sits in low orbit and it's looking for asteroids and comets. That's its whole job. This comet was discovered by that survey, and it's named after the automated survey. Back in the day, if you were a person and you discovered a comet or an asteroid, you got to name it. Hence, when you're watching the movie Deep Impact and the kid discovers the comet and gets his name with the doctor, Ann's back! Ann's back! I was just talking about how back in the old days that you got to name your own comet and stuff. If you discovered a comet or asteroid, you got to name it. And it was kind of a bummer because it's like Neowise because it's an automated survey. You know, it's not one person looking for it. It's the whole telescope array in space that's looking for it, that they just name it after the survey device. And I'm like, ugh. But then I was talking about how Deep Impact, when the kid got to name it, because I know, what was it? Wolf Biederman. Wolf Biederman, I know. Gina Caselli is extolling the virtues of science. Space cookie crumbs. Essentially, Monica, that's absolutely right. These are space cookie crumbs. Asteroids equals giant potatoes in space. They kind of look like a big potato. Great big baked potato in space with butter and sour cream and some salt, maybe some bacon and some cheese. Sorry, I can tell I'm ready for lunch. Tina is with us. She says, totally different broadcast from the margarita one. You are so versatile and know everything. That's right. Ulysses, the overly plump, very loving unicorn, agrees. Actually, you know who did all the research on this was Ulysses. Good job, dude. He's like my production assistant. What was the margarita one? I don't remember that one because all we did was drink margaritas. Oh, that's right. We were both drunk. Okay, never mind. Even though, Tina, to be clear, we do have Bloody Marys.
No.
What?
We did margarita, but it was for Anne.
That's right. All right. All right. And this is the other reason that Neowise is a big deal. The way this orbit works, this is a super long ellipse on this orbit. And as a result, again, this orbit won't bring Neowise back for another 6,800 years. So if you're not going to see it in the next couple of weeks, you're not going to see it. So yeah, get out there. And we're going to talk about how you can get out there and observe this comet, because it's completely awesome. Oh, that's right. We did our movie review. Yeah. Drunken movie reviews. What can I say? All right. So fun fact, Neowise is an acronym. So now you can be like, oh, Neowise, it's the Near-Earth Object Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer. Duh, I can't believe you didn't know that. See, because like I tell my students this all the time, people like it when you drop knowledge on them like that. They want to be corrected. They want you to drop knowledge on them. They want you to nerd out all over them. It's truth. At least that's what I tell myself. So anyway, Near-Earth Object Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer, Neowise. See, you didn't know it was an acronym. Or maybe you did. I don't know. All right. So when to look for Neowise? You need to be looking right now. Michigan, I think you guys are getting stormed on today, but it might clear out tonight enough for you to go out and see the comet. I got a chance to see it. My husband and I went out Thursday night and saw it. We got eaten alive by mosquitoes, but it was really good viewing. It wasn't super bright in the sky. You're seeing a lot of pictures that show this big, bright comet in the sky. It's not super bright. Just remember when those people are taking pictures, they're doing an extended exposure on those pictures. So you kind of have to know in your mind that you're looking for an object that's just a little bit dim, but it looks a little different. It doesn't quite look like, it's kind of looks like this little fuzzy thing in space. Train your binoculars on that. You're going to want binoculars or a telescope or something. You don't need a telescope. Joe and I just went out with binoculars and we could see it awesome from our binoculars. So did you and Duncan use binoculars, Ann?
We did. We had a hard time finding it at first, and it kind of looked like a little bit of cloud, and then I realized what I was looking at, and then it took me a couple minutes to get Duncan to spot it. Once we can actually see it from our driveway at our home. So
Nice. Yeah, and it did not take me long to spot it. I had a couple of indicators. I knew I was looking at the Big Dipper. I knew I needed to be looking northwest, a little bit towards the north side of northwest, and then low in the sky. And so that was just know it's not necessarily going to jump right out at you like you see in the pictures. It is, and that's one of the things that is sort of a misconception about finding this comet, is that you will have to look a little closely. It, again, like you, and it took me a little while to get Joe to spot it. You know, we used our markers and trees and things like that, and but eventually he did. But like I said, we almost died from blood loss from the mosquito bites. So you might want to take some bug spray. But we're so in terms of where it is.
Same with us.
Yeah, it was because you get out in those really dark spaces and the mosquitoes are like, "Hey, what's that?" And it's me. So the way the geometry works, you guys, the reason that you can see Neowise right now is that as a comet approaches the sun, it starts to gas out. You get a lot of reflective quality from the ice in the comet. And as a result of that gassing out plus that reflection has to sort of be just right in terms of its angle towards the sun. And it just so happens that we're in a really good spot for that right now. And that's only going to last a few more weeks. So the prime time right now, if you want to do like after sunset, the prime time is right now. A couple of weeks ago, prime time was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So it just depends on when you want to get out of bed. So right now, about an hour after sunset is some of the best viewing time. You're about 15 degrees off the horizon. So just know that if you want to do 15 degrees off the horizon, find the horizon and then basically make a fist and put your fist on the horizon. That's about 5 degrees. And so like 5, 10, 15, that's going to take you about 15 degrees off the horizon, and that's going to allow you to see a little bit better. And again, you're going to want to be looking north, northwest. They show the Big Dipper. Like the other day when we were looking, this spot right here, that's exactly where it was. It was like tonight and tomorrow, you should be, the Big Dipper should be just a little bit better indicator. And so it's really a cool thing to see. If you got little ones, take them out, make them nerd out, make them love this. You don't have to make them love it. I just like to completely nerd out. So as far as how to find it,
I was trying to get Duncan.
Say again. And?
Trying to find it. That's what I did. I did this thing. I did 3, so he could like for Duncan. So that's like 3 fists up.
3 fists up. Exactly. So, and it really is, like I said, for some people, this will be, one of their best shots at seeing a comet. And again, if you can get your little ones out there and nerd out right now, it's even better, because then it really gives them something that they can talk about and say, hey, did you see this? And, like I said, in this weird time that we live in, it's really fun to look at something and go, yeah, man, there's stuff out there that's way bigger than all of this. And it is way bigger than all of this. So again, hour or so after sunset, northwest, looking below the Big Dipper. And again, having those binoculars or a telescope is super helpful, because like I said, it's not super bright in the sky, but once you get those binoculars on it, you can really see the tail, and it just looks super cool. So I think it's cool.
It does.
All right. So if you guys have any questions about, your comet viewing, but that's pretty much what we have as far as going out and viewing Neowise. Like I said, it's a really unique thing. If you want to know more, NASA has a great page. In fact, let me do that real quick. Let me, I'm going to do a stop share screen on that. I'm going to do a start share screen on their amazing. And I really feel like in terms of space information, as it is right now, I think NASA does a really great job. I would consider them to be, and this is their page right there. They just have a whole page on how to see Neowise. They have a really excellent video. They have a couple of NASA nerds that are being interviewed, and they talk a lot about how it got its name and how they find it, and they answer a bunch of questions throughout the half hour or so interview. But I would highly recommend that. They do a great job of differentiating between comets, asteroids, meteors, things like that as well. So again, if you want more information, check out NASA. So yeah, there you go. I wonder if my Bloody Mary is better or worse than yours because of the vodka. But you have Totino's pizza roll.
I ate all my stuff, Jenny. It's no fun anymore. This isn't fun.
Right?
I don't like this drink anymore. I ran out of food.
Well, Anne, what did we learn? That you gotta pace yourself, girl. You have to learn to get just the right amount of food and beverage. You're like, uh-oh, I've got too much beverage. Uh-oh, I have too much bacon left. Stuff like that. Then, oh boy, that face.
I have too much drink left, no food.
Well, Anne, maybe you've also learned that you need to put more food in your Bloody Mary. So there. Yeah.
A lot. I need a much bigger glass for food and much smaller amount for Bloody Mary.
I wonder what the acceptable glass would be for a Bloody Mary. I feel like the pint glass is just about the right size. But again, I really do need.
I was gonna say, shaker glass.
Actually, what I want is I want there to be like a Yeti Bloody Mary glass, because my irritation with the Bloody Mary is that all the ice melts too fast, and then it's just all watered down.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, that's a good idea. They need to make a clear Yeti cup.
Yes. And you know what? Now it's like a mission, like a life's purpose to build like the bionic Bloody Mary. Yeah. Steve Austin, the Bloody Mary. Mm. Dare to dream, right?
Well,
I know.
right. It's America.
Right.
It can happen.
So, and I got to go mow my lawn. Okay. So I'm going to bring this broadcast to an end. I was going to mow my lawn yesterday, but I almost died running in the morning because it was so hot. So I'm like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to mow my lawn. So, but today it's really nice. And I have to take full advantage because it's supposed to get really hot again next week. So I'm going to cut this broadcast off. I believe we have done our part to educate people about what they should be putting in their Bloody Mary, Totino's pizza rolls, and actually not what to put in it, what to garnish it with. Okay, garnish it with celery, olives, cheesy poofs, Totino's pizza rolls, a hot pocket, a cupcake, and we've taught you guys about the Neowise comet, the difference between comets, asteroids, meteors, and meteorites, how to spot the Neowise comet, and when is the next time around in 6,800 years when the comet will come again. So like I said, you got a few more days for peak prime time viewing. And then as that comet travels away from the sun, we're going to lose that, that little geometric angle that allows us to see it. So there you go. Anyway, you guys, we'll be back live Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday next week. Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. All right. Be good. Bye.